Welcome to Loco. This is the Strip Club Choppers radio presentation. Brought to you by Ray Ray
and Chrissy D
and Sean Jeezy and Tweety at some point will be joining us. Or they won't, one of the two.
We hope they do, though.
Okay, people first want to know, they're like, okay, yeah, you're advertised to be on at 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in hindsight, that's easy to say. And, I work my tail off, and, we do it as, as a whole to be on that time. However, life is how life will be.
Unfortunately, sometimes his job has him work a little later than he plans on, so,
or
it doesn't work that way.
Or I need to find material, or somebody needs a ride. See, the thing is, it's easy, when you're making money for a show.
Mm-hmm.
When you're making money for a show, you've got that guaranteed every week. When you're not making money for this show, and, it's nothing against, getting a shot, because in my eyes, Tim the Thunder Walrus is awesome for, including us and allowing us to do this. However, at the end of the day, we're not making any money. Other than saving a few dollars because we're join them rather doing our own thing.
Right, and not only then we still have to find a way to make that money to pay our bills,
Exactly. And it's easy to go up to a sponsor and be like, okay, yeah, well, we're the greatest show on earth. But in reality, all people give a shit about numbers. And, 70 to 100 people listening per show sounds good. But to a business, that really isn't shit.
No, it's not.
If we were like Tim, which, is well known, and could easily get 200-300 people, a show at least, that's different. But we have to start from the bottom.
And work our way up, which is what we're doing.
So we have to do what we have to do in order to survive. So what I will say is, while we'd like to be on at 11 o'clock every night, that may not be feasible. We'll be on sometime between 11 and 1 a.m. We're going to try to make it, 11, 12-ish, if we can. I mean, we're going to do the best that we can and everything, and we try to provide the best show. And that's not making excuses. That's just like real life. I get out of my other job around 10 o'clock to begin with. So really, in hindsight, you have to set up the equipment. You have to get everything rolling, and anybody knows when they do their own job, shit doesn't pan out the way it is. You can't test as much, you're crunched on time and everything, and, it just sucks, but you try to do what you can to, allow the audience to know that you're around.
Well, not only that, but sometimes when you're, thinking, oh, well, I'm going to get out earlier, I'm getting out on time, I'm going to be able to check my equipment, do what I have to do. They'll be like, nope, you got to work late. We need you till 10:30 or 11. What are you going to do? You got to work.
Yeah, exactly. I work splits, and if anybody who's ever worked splits in their life will tell you that is the hardest job. It's hard enough to work 8-9 hours straight. It's even harder to work 12 hours straight. But in all, your mind cannot get out of the work mode when you work splits. You can't at 1 o'clock be like, okay, well, I'm going to go have a beer and I'm going to go get drunk. That's not going to happen.
Right.
Okay, because you still have to work the rest of the night.
Exactly.
You have to be, on par, and you have to be ready to go. So anybody who works splits, hands down, more power to you, because that's the hardest fucking job.
Hats off to you, definitely.
It really is. It's really hard to do it every single day, especially if you're like me and you have to drive places in between. You don't really have a break. You don't have time to relax. You just going nonstop from, morning to like late at night because you still got to do a show.
Yeah, well, you know what, though? At 1 o'clock when he gets out of work, we've got bills to pay, or we've got errands that need to be run, or we have to pick up or bring our son to school. Not only that, but where we live is the country, basically, because nothing's close by. Everything's, a distance away.
And we've actually literally had to downgrade our equipment to come up with a few extra dollars. That's why you're going to hear noises in the background that you didn't on other shows. It is what it is. There's absolutely nothing we can do about that at this point. The best I can say is just try to tune it out. If you can't, tune the sound out, or maybe it's just on our end or sound. But if you can't tune it out, I'm sorry. I mean, but you got to realize that we don't have the money or, the backing of major friggin' networks. And it is what it is, and that's not an excuse. That's just reality. If we had financial backers, and people that, showed interest, we could easily fucking hit numbers that big-time people are hitting. Easily. Not a problem. I have so many marketing ideas, but it takes money. It's just like we were going to have people, do flyers this weekend, but I just don't have the money to do it.
Nope, we don't.
Just to make 1,000 flyers alone is, a good near $100. And you got to pay people to pass them out and everything, and it's not that easy.
Exactly.
So, on another note, people want to know who the fuck we are and why we do this. What we are, we're just normal fucking people. We're just normal people that actually give a fuck, actually have a heart, and actually, care about, the little people or the normal people. That's what we mean by little people, normal people, the everyday people that have everyday jobs and have to fucking struggle, just like us.
Exactly. That's exactly what we are.
The rich people out there, that's wonderful. They're rich, but they can't relate.
No, they can't. They don't know what it's like to be struggling.
They don't know what it's like to, other than the ones that came from nothing and built into their business. To them, hats off.
Exactly.
But the ones that parents had all the money and now they were handed down fucking money, they don't know what it's like to, have to struggle, have to fucking, don't know. You in essence, when you live and you do a normal job in this day and age, you are literally fighting paycheck to paycheck. And that one paycheck where you lose a few days kills you.
Yes, it does. It does kill you. You need those couple of days or those couple hours or whatever, and it kills you.
Think about it. Think about how many fucking couples out there, have to work fucking 1 or 2 fucking jobs just to support their family. Nobody gives a fuck about them. Nobody's going to, help them out. Nobody cares.
A lot of people are like that, let me tell you. Lots. I used to babysit for a lady. She worked and her husband worked also.
I mean, I'm not saying there aren't agencies out there. There's some great agencies out here that do help people out. But at the end of the day, people have to, pay their own way and pay their own shit.
Exactly. When you gotta, when you've got to work and then your husband's got to work and, there's nothing you can do about it just to get your bills paid, not even for anything else, not even for anything enjoyment, in other words. Mostly just to pay your bills and put food in the house and, if you got kids, you got to put clothes on their back. Got to get stuff for them for school, It's everyday life.
Exactly. Those people that have 4 or 5 kids, 6 kids, or whatever to have you. People, that have no kids will easily say, well, or one will easily say, well, you're automatically, taken away from the government and, you're relying on the income tax and whatnot you're getting from the child. But they don't understand. Well, look at all the money that goes into feeding these kids.
Exactly.
Look at all the money that goes into clothing the kids. They deserve the money that's coming to them because they bust their tail all year to get to that point.
Well, not only that, but you know what? I've noticed as kids get older, especially with our son being 14, I noticed that he eats more. So you have to buy more food than you did before.
Well, he's a growing boy.
That's what I'm saying. That was my point. He's a growing boy, and he eats more because he's growing, and so you got to buy more food. So you got to work hard. Just our son's an example, but that's how it is.
But we do this basically to let the everyday people know, hey, there's somebody there that actually gives a fuck. There's someone there that actually cares and wants to relate to you. Stories that you have, we don't mind taking them on the air. We don't care how mild to wild they are. Other than we're not going to read no child pornography because that's just fucking stupid.
No, we don't do child pornography.
We don't do pedophiles.
No, but if you go, it's an everyday story where, something happened and you want to just explain it on the show or tell the story or whatever, you're welcome to come on anytime and tell us your story.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be, it could be a week, could be 2, it could be a day. I'm not sure when we're actually going to go back to interviews. It's becoming more complicated than it needs to be. We have people helping us out and everything. We bought extra equipment, but it's just a thing of, you have to have time to, fit it all in. And sometimes it just becomes too fucking complicated and too much of a fucking headache in the short amount of time you have.
Exactly.
So until we figure out how to do it and get it done right, where it's not hanging up on people and people can actually be sounded, right, we're not going to do it until that point.
Exactly. It wasn't sounding. Another thing was the equipment wasn't working right to where people were, like you said, sounding right, or they were getting hung up on or whatever,
And the fucking stereo mix was only working when it felt like working.
Yep.
It's kind of like Blog Talk. It's the same thing. We did interviews for the longest time on Blog Talk. The problem with that is Blog Talk, if it decides it does not want to schedule you in that time, it automatically makes the time available, or it's available, but when you click on it, you can't fucking use it.
Exactly.
And then when you're doing fucking shows and people are fucking calling in, it's either hanging up on them or, staticky as fuck, or they just can't get through because both their direct connect and their fucking Skype shit isn't working.
Yep.
And it's a great service when it works. But once again, it's when it works.
It's exactly what happens, too.
It's like if I owned a football team and I had, this great star player.
Right.
They're fantastic. They're, a fantastic player. But the motherfucker can't stay healthy. So I'm lucky if I have this player 4 games out of 16.
Not good.
As much of a star as a player is, it's really on the same end, it's a fucking liability. Because there's no stability with that player.
Exactly. Why keep him if he can't help you out and he get, pull his own weight on the team?
Whereas something like this show, there is a lot of stability. We are on basically every night except for that one night because, we just had too many technical issues and we can't help that. Just like if the electricity goes, because the dumbass decides to hit a power line, we can't do nothing about it. It is what it is.
And where we live, sometimes that's what happens. Just the weather sometimes gets the power lines and knocks them down.
Yeah, we're broadcasting from a home studio. We do this, directly from here. We don't have a big old building. We don't have fucking huge ass freaking signals from, satellites or anything of that sort. But it's all right, because some of the best things were done. It started in the littlest places. If you think about it, the fucking company, everybody knows Def Jam.
Yep.
Which or Def Jam, which eventually bought out Roadrunner, which was the biggest independent rock company.
Exactly.
They started in a fucking apartment. A little apartment. You're talking about a major fucking recording studio, but when they started, like what we're doing right now, we've been doing this, fucking 6 months now?
Yeah.
Maybe 8?
6 to 8 months,
all together,
like
and we've done, different processes and everything. We probably put on more shows in 8 months than most people. As far as, doing podcast streams, talk radio, whatever.
Exactly.
They hammer it down 5-6 fucking nights a week for the longest time. Taking a few days off here or maybe a week off here and there. That's tough. And sometimes we don't give ourselves some credit because, like that comedian said, yeah, what I do is I got to come up with a skit for 5 minutes. What you have to do is figure a way to entertain people at least an hour a day, 5-6 nights a week.
Very true. Well, not only that, but a lot of people know Def Leppard. They started out actually in a garage band, I think in England. No, Britain, I think. I can't remember. But anyways, they started out in a garage.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of bands, and there's a lot of people that, started out of nowhere.
Yep.
But you got to do what you got to do. And if you have some, great content, you got to find a way to spread it to people. And the internet is great in that sense, where it now gives, average, people the right to actually broadcast. Where at one time you couldn't because you had to be on some form of radio.
Exactly.
We'd love to reach more people. We'd love for, iHeart to say, hey, we'd like to include you in our rotation for as talk shows.
Right, exactly. It would be nice.
As long as the rest of Strip Club Chopper Radio got to as well.
Yeah.
We don't want to be we're on here, but you're over here because we're not no better. We're grateful and very honored to be a part of this.
Well, if they did that, I would be like, no. We won't take it unless Strip Club Chopper Radio comes with us.
Yeah, exactly.
We're one.
All the great shows. Period.
Well, when I say Strip Club Chopper Radio, I mean the whole crew, everybody, all the different shows. I would be like, no, we're all one. We go, they go, because they're part of us. We're part of them.
But I mean, our envision, in our future, really relies on if we can get enough people interested. And I mean, we're still going to do our thing, but the more people that we can get involved, the better chance we have of, getting somebody who, is financially stable to back us. Mm-hmm. To give us the fucking motive to get out there and be, more well known.
Exactly, and that's exactly what we want to do. We do want to be well known. We want to make it out there, So when we're able to walk down the street, we want people to be able to say, hey, I know you guys. You're on Strip Club Chopper Radio, aren't you? You're Too Loco Radio. That'd be cool as hell,
Well, we're the Too Loco Experience or Too Loco whatever.
Well, whatever, but I still want somebody to recognize and be able to say, hey, I've heard you guys' show.
Well, we eventually plan on buying a fucking building if we ever have the money to do it.
Oh, hell yeah.
And having better equipment. We want top-of-the-line equipment. I don't think I'm ever going to go with studio shit because, like studio mics, because I just don't like the sound of them. I don't like this because it just makes people sound monotone and not, like, exciting.
Yeah.
So that's just my personal opinion.
Well, I think if that ever happened and we ever got our own, our own studio and setup and everything, I would definitely ask, like, Tim, the Thunder Walrus, and anybody else from, Strip Club Chopper Radio that's in the area. Hey, you want to come down and use the studio to do your show? That's, you're more than welcome. That way, because they let us come on their show and they gave us a chance, you know what I'm saying, to give back.
Well, of course they'd be welcome. That is kind of our boss.
That's what I'm saying. So.
But, I mean, he's the coolest dude, and he understands that people go through fucking heartaches and, go through shit.
Yeah, we met him in person, and the guy's a really nice guy.
We try to be on the ball. We try to be on exactly at 11. But like I said before, life doesn't always give you that option. If you have one car and you got to help people out, you have to help people out. That's just
yeah, you can't leave people stranded.
You can't just leave people hanging. But, we enjoy what we do, and we enjoy making people laugh.
Yes, we do. We love making people
laugh. Like last night's show, if you haven't listened to it, listen to it. It has nothing to do with dicks and hard airplanes. It was just a good, catchy title.
Yeah, it was just supposed to be something silly because it was just basically a silly, silly show just to make everybody laugh.
Well, that's what we are. We're a comedy show, and, you need catchy titles sometimes, and I guess that catchy title didn't fall well or it was too cliche or whatever, but whatever the fuck,
Who knows? People still probably would listen to it. But I think we need to put a little more comedy into this because this show's too damn serious. And we aren't supposed to be serious. We're too loco, remember?
Hey, I could be fucking serious if I fucking want because I can. No.
That's not what our audience expects.
No, but fucking, we fucking do this and for the average person.
Right.
You know, I truly, you know, speaking on my end, I don't know I can't get in your fucking head.
Right.
You know, I could be like, knock, 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 knock. Yeah, but nobody's home. Nobody's home.
I could be saying, fuck you, I don't want to answer the door.
Warning, 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 warning. It's a fucking guy. Get the fuck out of here.
It's a fucking pain in the ass. Ray.
You know, but speaking of how I feel.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, I feel that the average Joe needs something that they can look forward to.
Right.
And I'm not just saying your name has to be Joe. I'm just saying the average person that, you know, stocks shelves or fucking works in a fucking hospital but is not known as a doctor.
Exactly.
Or even if the doctor listens or the fucking lawyer, that's more power. But it's mainly for the fucking people that, you know, work fucking 2-3 fucking jobs. You know, to have somebody that says, hey, I can understand where the fuck you're coming from.
Yeah, that guy who does the janitorial in a hospital, who makes up the beds and cleans the floors and, you know, the toilets and everything else, you know. Or the nurses' aides who work their asses off, too. Or the nurses and doctors and lawyers and, you know, such like that.
Or the ones that go out and, you know, save up and buy a fucking TV and then shit happens and 2 weeks later, it's got to go in a pawn shop, or they have to sell it on Craigslist or whatever.
Oh,
we feel your pain. We've been there.
Oh, yeah, we've been there. Trust me. But I just mean that the show's for everybody. We just want everybody to enjoy it and, you know, listen to what we have to say and hopefully give you a laugh or something. Maybe make you forget about that bad day you had.
Yeah, we all fucking hate, like, frustrating fucking days. I mean, it just gets, you know, out of hand.
The motherfucking days where everything you do goes wrong. That aggravates me.
By the way, since we're going to talk about, you know, great fucking days and whatnot, I actually, you know, we bought new equipment. I think it was yesterday or the day before, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And we planned as far as, you know, our money situation, having enough to do this and having enough left over to do that.
Didn't work out like that. It never does.
However, as I'm driving down the road, bum, 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 there goes the motherfucking tire.
Yep. Fucking flat tire.
So, you know, Sean Jeezy, you know, decides, well, let's back that shit up and bring it over to the fuck was it? It was one of them fucking.
It was like a place that sells like lawn mowing company. They
fucking
sold
U-Haul.
lawnmowers. Yeah.
They don't.
But they had lawnmowers and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, they have lawnmowers too, but it was fucking a U-Haul at the end of the day.
Yeah, I guess well, whatever it was. Anyways, the guys there were so wonderful. You know, they're like, here, you know, you can't use that here. Use this lift, and, you know.
Yeah, they had hydraulic jacks and
all kinds of stuff.
You know, that big old fucking bar and shit, breaker bar. And, you know, we're able to, you know, help us get a, you know, a donut on. And then, you know, then we go over to one tire place and they don't have a used tire. So we have to wait in the other tire place. And, you know, they have great tires.
And the guy was a really nice guy.
A really nice guy. Just took fucking forever.
Well, you know what? What are you going to do? He was real busy and it was just one guy doing the tires. Because I guess, you know, when he figures... He seems like he's a lot like my boss, Bobby. When I worked for Bobby, he was the type of person that if he was doing something and a customer came in, especially a customer that was there all the time, there were certain things he would do. He didn't trust the other guys to do it. Not that they couldn't do a good job, but it was his business. His business was on the line. So if there was a mess up, guess what? He's in trouble. So he would always do it himself, and that's what it seemed like this guy was like.
Would shouts out to the BP over off of East Broadway and East Lincoln. If you're local to the area, you'll know where the fuck we're talking about.
Well, let me tell you, they're great. It's a great guy. Go to him.
Yeah, they said they buy their fucking tires from, you know, their used tires from Connecticut. And you know they're damn good tires.
Oh, definitely.
The reason they're good tires is because them fucking tires have to go through the rain. They have to go through heavy snow. They got to go through fucking sleet. Fucking
Ice.
Connecticut gets the fucking worst fucking storms, period.
You name it, we get the ice. They get everything.
The hurricanes, the fucking, all kinds of fucking crazy things.
So
shouts out to the BP off of East Broadway and East Lincoln.
definitely shouts out to him. Hats off to him, too.
You know, and also shout out to the, U-Haul off 321.
Hats off to him, too. Well, them, actually, all of them, I should say.
Why is it him?
Because there were guys, I saw guys there.
What if it's a female who runs the fucking business? Then what?
Oh, then hats off to her, too. But I only had seen the 3 guys that had come out. So, that's all I had seen. But I had to go walking around the place to look and see who was there either.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so here we thought we were going to be late because we had to bring, our son, to get his new glasses. And thank God, that I hustled on the highway going 45 miles an hour. You're right. But, I got off the highway pretty quick. And we got to our destination. He made it, in time and was able to take, his glasses. Because there's nothing worse as a parent. And I'm sure any parent that could relate.
Oh, yeah, of course. Having to take your kid out of school for an appointment and not being able to make it. And then having to take him another day out of school to bring him to that appointment that you missed.
Exactly. All the classwork he's going to miss from not one, but fucking 2, different days. You never know if it's testing days. It's even worse. And, he ultimately, or she or whatever, would need their, eyes. Everybody needs their eyes. I use my eyes every day.
Exactly.
And what I mean is those that are nearsighted or farsighted need their fucking glasses to fucking survive because they need to be able to see. Otherwise, they're going and they're saying, "In my shadows."
Oh, brother.
Closing skin. Anyway. But yeah, it's your fucking eyes.
Yep.
Without your eyes, where the fuck are you,
Exactly. I mean, my mother-in-law, she couldn't see without her glasses. She needs her glasses.
Plus, if you have a kid that likes to sleep a lot, it could be from, the strain in the eyes.
Very well possible, too.
So, I mean, that's what happens sometimes.
So if your kid's sleeping a lot in class or whatever, instead of getting mad at the kid, you might want to take the kid and get their eyes checked. Just for good measures, And
about our show in general, if people want to classify us, because sometimes people are like, yeah, they're funny, but they're not always comedy. Sometimes they're speaking real life, and sometimes they're just speaking talk. Well, I mean, you can classify us as entertainment, but what if we're not entertaining to you? Then it's not entertainment.
Exactly.
So, I mean, we're the comedy real-life talk show that happens to be on the radio.
There you go. That's a good way to put it.
And plays music sometimes.
Yes, we do.
We like to play songs from here and there. And especially when artists come on. They're cool as hell and everything. And, it is what it is. And, that fucking noise in the background. The fuck? Damn neighbors, they're just waking people. Oh, wait. Well, maybe we're waking them up. Fuck.
Damn neighbors, shut up, neighbors.
Yeah, but what if they're like, no, you shut up.
No, you shut up.
All right. I think we're going to play a song. We're going to play some Smoke Clears the Room, and we'll be right back on Loco. Or maybe we won't, because I can't figure out how to play the fucking song.
I know we're spinning, we're dizzy, we're losing our minds. We're lost and we're fading, so baby hold on tight. When the ashes fall away and the storm dissipates, there will still be a space for me and you. When the smoke clears the room, when the smoke clears the room, when the smoke clears the room.
Well, that was Brittany Bouchard, and as you can tell, we've got the water running in the background. Must be raining. Wonderful. Now, we've got rain. Wonderful. It's fucking raining. And I'm hearing fucking water. But for real, when the smoke clears the room, the smoke don't ever fucking clear the room because I'm always fucking smoking.
I know,
So
really.
they never fucking clear it.
I don't know.
And I'm seeing drips. This show's a little leaky tonight.
That's one leaky little show, huh?
It's leaking like a faucet.
Yeah, buddy. All right, come on, let's get on with the show.
But life is the way it is sometimes. And I'm going to tell you a little story, a little backstory on Brittany Bouchard. We seen her. She was over on Reverb Nation.
Yep.
And we wanted, somebody to make an impact when we first started.
Exactly.
So we're like, what? I sent her this thing, and I'm like, I'm like, well, at the time we were called Teal Time Radio.
Yep.
Because, we were, started, big Jag fans and everything else. So anyway, I'm like, so you're wondering who the fuck we are. Well, we're Teal Time Radio. No signature, nothing else. And she's like, you're a crazy bastard. Of course I'll come on the show. And we met her, and she's awesome, artist out of Los Angeles, an awesome musician. And, she called us her BFFs, or best friends forever.
Yep.
And as people can hear, there's fucking water in the background. It's all right. We're outside. We're doing this show out in the rain.
Yep, it's raining hard.
Raining pretty hard. And hopefully we won't drown.
I hope not.
So it is what it is, and what I really wanted to say, and then I forgot what I wanted to say. So what the fuck did I want to say? Could you tell me?
I have no idea. I'm not in your brain, so I have no idea what you wanted to say.
You can't telepathically say what I gotta say?
No, I can't.
Why not?
I don't know. I can't.
Is it like a fucking magic bean or something?
I don't know.
So, well, since she doesn't know what the fuck I'm gonna say, or what I'm saying, which would kind of make shit pointless, you're supposed to know what I'm gonna say.
No, I don't tonight. Sorry.
I think that's the, old thing that, guys always, wish that they could read women's minds. I'll tell you, one night I was high as a kite. And as Chrissy D's over there looking
at the rain.
This is what I gotta say.
What do you have to say, honey?
Will you stop looking at the rain?
Just say what you gotta say, please, and shut up.
No, I'm not gonna shut up.
Then say what you gotta say before I hit you in the head with this mic. Bop!
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. Guys for the longest time, as I said, always wanted to know, what women think. That way they know what to get them, You know, how to make them happy and all that happy shit. But I was high as a kite one night. I was high on life as I'm rolling my eyes.
Just tell them what you gotta tell them and shut up.
Right. So I actually could hear what people were thinking.
Oh, really?
And we were in a store. And I was getting my smokes and getting beer and everything. And I swear I heard the lady in the counter, in her mind, say, "Get what you fucking want and get the fuck out."
I wouldn't be surprised.
You know, it reminded me of, you know, that's probably how they created the convenience store Get and Go. 'Cause
Probably.
really, that's what they want you to do. They want you to get and go.
Probably. That had to be how they came up with it.
You know, and it's something funny, it's something different. But honestly, guys, you'd really be wasting your time because women feed off emotion. And guys feed off their dick.
Boy,
It's
ain't
true.
that the truth.
It's true. You know, we think, you know, with the one or two heads, and normally it's the one down below the belt.
Yeah.
You know, that's why a guy will see like a pretty girl on a box and be like, "All right, I'm buying that movie," not reading shit. Where a woman will sit there and be like, "Oh, well, this actor's in it and this actress is in it, and I wonder if this is good." And for 15 minutes, decide whether she wants the fucking movie. Guy goes in, nice pair of titties. I'm buying that. There you go.
Yep, exactly.
You know, that's basically the difference between, you know, guys and ladies. Like I said, you know, women like to feed off, you know, emotion. If they feel emotionally unattached, they no longer give a fuck. Is that true or is that false?
No, that's true. That's definitely true.
You know, so with that being said, if a guy could read into a woman's mind or her head, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
He would never want to. He would never want to do it again.
No, I don't think you'd want to know what goes on in our head.
He'd be so fucking. By the time one conversation was over, imagine, and then he could air like a million fucking different conversations, right? He'd be so fucking confused. He'd be like, "What the fuck? Why don't they just have a beer and shut the fuck up?"
Yeah, women always have a bunch of thoughts going on in their heads. We've always got more than one thought going on at once.
When a guy's like, "Okay, all right, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that." It's kind of like the way a guy's mind works.
It's like a guy walking into a bar and saying, "Okay, well, I want a Budweiser. I'm going to have a Budweiser." Okay. A woman walks in a bar. She pulls out the drink menu. She'll read over the drink menu. What do I want? Do I want a fruity drink? Do I want wine? Do I want beer? What do I want? And they'll sit there for the longest time and just read it. Where a man will just decide right off the bat.
Yeah, a man's already done with 3 drinks by the time you decided on one.
Exactly. And then, I mean, the woman will go, "No, I want a Long Island iced tea. No, I want a Boilermaker. No, I want..."
Well,
That's just how it is.
all right, let me rephrase that. That is not all women. So,
No, that's just most women. That's why I said most.
nor is it all guys. There are some guys that will, you know, spend time looking at shit, but that's because they're trying to imitate the skinny, you know, built models that they're seeing on a fucking magazine or, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know. While the rest of us are like, "Okay, beer. I had a hard day. Want a beer."
Exactly. And that's what all guys use. Well, not all guys, but that's what most guys want after work. I mean, there are some guys that don't drink, so they'll have a soda or something else, but...
And then if a guy looks at you the wrong way, it's like, "Who the fuck does this guy think he is? Let's fucking go."
Exactly.
You know, we're not thinking. We're not thinking. We're just drinking. And probably fighting or barfing and going home and fucking just to do
Or-
it again.
Or in the bar grabbing some girl's titties or whatever else.
Yeah, because sometimes we just don't think. As you're looking at me like fucking always. You should see the look she just gave me. She just gave me the meanest fucking look, and I didn't do shit.
I don't know. I'm just kind of like listening to the show, getting excited. All right, so let's go about the show. It's true. Most guys will, go in the bar and will order a drink, and others will be like, well, I don't know what I want.
Me, I'm just ordering a fucking drink. What do you want? I want a Budweiser.
Exactly. Or sometimes the older guys.
So if you see me out somewhere in a bar, order me a Budweiser, because that's what I want. I'm not like the guy that makes two pina coladas that doesn't like pina coladas. I really like Budweiser.
Yep. Exactly.
And I smoke Marlboros.
There you go.
So anyway.
He's just an average, ordinary guy, just like everybody else.
And I like left turns, so I guess I'm in the NASCAR. And pissing cops off. But the moral of the story and the reason for the title tonight is because really, when you think about it, we are I am, for instance, and I'm sure, Sean Jizzy and any other guy that comes on is going to be like, yeah, I'm a bad boy.
Yep.
Just like the artists that were on, they could, be like very knowledgeable, but at the end of the day, they're a bad boy.
Yep, exactly.
We don't like following rules. We don't like fucking following the crowd. We don't like following the fucking in thing. The in thing's fucking boring.
It is boring.
Some people like to color it inside the lines, but I'm going to fucking draw all around the fucking lines, because as far as I'm seeing, a fucking square is a fucking robot. And if you don't like it, well, then I'll spray paint the motherfucker.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
And on Chrissy D's side, she's really a bad girl because she's got a temper of a fucking firecracker.
That I do. I've always had it.
And she always wants to kill somebody or hurt somebody in some way.
Oh, yeah. That's me.
And that's just how it is.
Well, I had a friend that I've known since high school, and my friend will tell you the same thing. I've got friends I've known since junior high. They'll tell you the same thing, too. I've always been this way. I probably always will be.
And anybody that knows me knows I don't listen. I don't listen worth a damn. I don't listen.
You tell him something, it goes in one ear out the other.
I'm not listening. I just don't give a shit.
Sean Greasy, same thing. Tell him something, it goes in one ear out the other. Typical guy.
Well, the difference.
No offense, but I mean, no, it's okay.
The difference
It's a guy. It's
between
a guy
me
thing.
and some guys is some guys will, are so pussy whipped or into the woman.
That's what I mean by that. In other words, you guys aren't the type. Both of you aren't the type of guys to be so pussy whipped. Oh yes, baby. Oh, I'm so sorry. You guys will if we say something like if I'll use Tweety and I as examples. They're just examples, but let's say Tweety and I say something to one of you guys, and you don't agree with it. You guys will stand up and say, no, I don't agree with that, and I don't want to do it that way. And the same thing with us. Tweety and I will stand up to you guys and say, no, we don't like that. We're going to do it our way, which is this way,
Or if I'm having a stressful night and I just feel like it, and a friend of mine says, hey, let's go to the bar, I'm going to the bar. Anything you say is not going to matter because I'm still going to the fucking bar.
I don't ever say anything anyways. I don't give a damn.
I may come back and do the show drunk as fuck, but I still went to the bar.
Exactly. It don't bother me.
So, I mean, it is what it is, and everybody, is their own has their own method to the madness.
Exactly. Well, that was my point by using them as examples, by using our friends as examples, because, people are people. Everybody's different.
In what sense?
Well, everybody has their own opinions and their own thoughts. I have my way of thinking. I have the way I've been brought up. And I believe things one way. You may believe something else.
Yeah.
Tweety may believe another thing. Sean Greasy may believe another thing. And somebody else might believe something else, Everybody's got their own different ways of living by the way maybe they were brought up. You know, their culture, their beliefs, whatever
Yeah,
the case might be.
you're right. You're right. I was brought up to be hateful. It just runs in my genes. No
Yeah, that
disrespect. No disrespect to my aunt, who's like my second mother.
Yeah.
She brought me up, to be, Christian and,
Respectful.
respectful and all that. But at the end of the
Which
day,
he is.
you take my fucking cigarettes away and you fucking, take, things that matter to me away, then fucking, I'm one fucking hateful bastard.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you come in our house and you take his last cigarette or you drink his last beer, yeah, he's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I'm
That's any guy. I think that would be any guy. I'm sure if I asked any of my friends, they'd say the same thing. They'd say the same exact thing. Nobody wants to have their last beer taken or their last cigarette.
and though
Especially if you had a stressful day and you're looking forward to
and
it.
though I can forget, I will never forgive. And that's the thing my aunt has always hated me about. She's like, well, you never fucking forget. It could be like fucking 10 years later, and you're still pissed about somebody fucking taking that. You bet your ass I did. I am.
Yep. Yeah, my mother-in-law's very forgiving, and she's very helpful to everybody. She's a good lady. She really, really is. And my pops, he's a wonderful dude. I love that guy to death. He's the best. Mom's absolutely the awesomest, too. I love him, very much. And, of course, it's just that's how it is. And, your mom and Al and everybody, we love them, too.
But I'm a spiteful bastard. I mean, I am.
No, but what I'm saying is those are just people we love that are part of our family.
I am. For instance, this lady that we knew, wanted me to be a fucking taxi cab. You know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
And wanted me to, cover her for fucking everything. So I turned around and I fucking, filled up my fucking tank and fucking, got a carton of cigarettes. And I didn't give a shit because the way I look at it, you're using all my fucking gas. You don't want to help out with anything. Well, fuck you.
No, they expect you to pay all the bills, and then they say, oh, well, you're being spiteful, or you didn't give a damn and you just left me hanging. No, you fucked up, bitch.
Or people that say fucking one thing and then, get off drunk out of their fucking mind or whatever the fuck it is, and then renege on what they originally said.
Of course.
I can't stand that. I cannot fucking stand
you know
that.
what? That bitch can kiss my royal white ass.
No, it's just people in fucking general when fucking people are like that.
I know, but I was saying it to a particular person.
So.
and her two boys can go along with her, too, and kiss my ass.
I'm not mentioning names. I'm just saying that.
I didn't mention nobody's name.
There's an old, verse.
It could be a million people.
Back in the Bible says, spare the rod, spoil the child. Well, let me tell you something. If you fucking hit me with a fucking rod, I'm going to hit you with the fucking lead pipe.
Exactly.
Because, yes, two wrongs don't make a right. It makes a left, and this ain't fucking NASCAR. But at the same time, last I knew, I'm not a fucking doormat either.
Exactly. Well, you know what? The way I believe, I look at life and I say, well, I'm the type of person that, as a woman, I don't like to ever see a man hit a woman. But I also won't take a woman hitting a man. If I see a woman and she's throwing something at her man, I'm going to get up and beat the living snot out of the woman. If I see a guy beating the hell out of a woman, I'm going to get up and beat the snot out of him. Because I don't go for that shit. Nobody belongs putting their hands on anybody.
I don't think I ever told you this story. I was walking one day.
Right.
And seeing this guy and this girl arguing.
Right.
And I was brought up, a man does not hit a woman under no fucking circumstances.
That was my point about the man and the man hitting a woman or a woman just hitting a man.
Okay. But anyway.
Go ahead.
So I see this fucking dude cold clock this woman. Don't know him, don't know her, don't know why, don't fucking matter to me. This was when I was younger. I just didn't give a fuck. I went over there, smacked him a few times, and took his fucking head and slammed it into the fucking windshield.
Good. He deserved it.
And then the girl was trying to holler at me, and I'm like, I don't fucking know you. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yep.
It's about principle. With me, it's about fucking principle. It's about, there's just some things you should do and some things you shouldn't.
Exactly.
But I do understand how it is for somebody to push them buttons to the fucking point.
I don't care what the buttons are pushed. You don't hit a woman, or you don't hit a man. Like if a husband and wife get into an argument, or a boyfriend and girlfriend get into an argument.
She drilled my shoulder the other day live on the show.
No, but seriously, like if
Seriously, that hurt.
oh, I apologize, baby. Now, can I finish talking?
Sure.
If a man and a woman get into a fight and the man turns around and cold clocks a woman, I don't like that shit. He don't belong hitting a woman. And if a woman turns around and cold clocks a man for no reason, I ain't gonna take that shit. I don't care. You don't fucking hit him. You don't throw something at him. You don't do that shit.
I don't care the reason. I mean,
Me either. I'll kick the shit out of the person.
I don't think either way that the other person deserves putting their hands on the other. I mean, if you're trying to restrain somebody because they're getting in a fight, that's one thing.
Or if you're restraining them from trying to hit you. Like if somebody's coming at you, like if I was coming at you to hit you, and you grab me to restrain me to keep me from hitting you.
Well, I had
That's
to,
different.
I had to do that one time, not with you.
Yeah,
But I had to do that one time. One of my best friends, right?
Right.
This was when I was like 16 years old. His girlfriend at the time got so mad at him that she started fucking choking him.
Oh,
And he was brought up not to hit a woman.
Right.
But I'm not going to stand there and let a fucking woman choke my fucking friend. I'm just not going to do it.
I would have clocked the shit out of her.
So I grabbed her and pulled her back. But I mean, that was as far as that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and that's just how it is.
Exactly. That's how it goes, you know?
So you were so fucking quiet today.
I'm not quiet.
You normally have she normally has stories galore, doesn't she, people?
I know. Today I don't have any stories. I told you my story about my friend's donkey. Let's see, what other stories can I tell you? No, it's hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. I heard that damn donkey every time I went over there. Oh, that thing used to drive me nuts. Oh, that...
Have you ever had an animal that drove you nuts?
Yeah. This donkey. It was a nutty, crazy donkey. I don't remember. No. My friend told me what the donkey's name was, but I forgot. But it was a crazy donkey.
You forgot what the donkey's name was?
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of cute at the same time. It was a cute donkey, but...
Was it a bucking donkey?
Oh, he was bad. He was bad. Every time we went near the corral where he was kept, he'd keep going, hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw at me. I'd go, shut up.
That was funny.
And he'd do it at me even more. I said, shut up.
Yeah.
So I go, hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. Like I said, I've heard it so many times I can imitate the donkey.
Where the fuck did you know somebody with a donkey?
My buddy that I went to the junior prom with, his family lived out on a part of land in Connecticut where...
And they had a donkey?
Yeah, there was enough land that, when you live in, certain areas of Connecticut, you could have donkeys. And they happen to live in Bethany, or Woodbridge, I don't remember which. One or the other.
Ridgetown, gotcha.
One or the other, I don't remember which. No, but it wasn't even that. It was because what happened was his parents lived on a big patch of land. They had a big patch of land. That's just where their house happened to be sitting. They had a beautiful house. But anyways, they had a donkey. And that donkey was nuts. I don't remember the damn donkey's name. I forgot now. My friend told me, but I keep forgetting her name. But yeah, that damn donkey used to drive me nuts.
I still can't believe that you had a friend that you knew somebody with a fucking donkey.
Yeah.
Out of all fucking animals.
And every time I go over to the corral to call the donkey to come over so I could pet her, the donkey would look at me and just go, hee-haw, hee-haw. Or she'd run the other damn direction. I say, damn.
I know how annoying that is. That's like when me and my buddy Tim, we were out in fucking Goshen. And I was helping somebody, fix a car and whatnot.
Yeah. And
I was underneath and fucking everything and handing the fucking tools and shit and seeing what the fuck it was doing. Whole time I'm doing this fucking dog's trying to hump my fucking leg.
After it was humping a dead animal, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, thank you for like telling my story.
Well, you told me I was too damn quiet, so.
That doesn't mean interrupt my fucking story just because I told you you have to kill my punchline.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was disgusting, though.
No, but I mean the whole fucking thing. I mean, he was just have at it at my leg like I was a fucking another dog, and he's like, "Yeah, baby, come on." And I'm like, "Get the fuck away from me, you fucking mutt."
Well, I'm glad I had never had that happen. Thank God. But anyways, like I was saying,
That was out in beautiful Goshen.
it's
Connecticut.
beautiful out there. Yeah, well, like I said, my friend lived out in a part of town where they could have. See,
Rich bastard.
don't say that. That's not nice. They were a very nice family.
What does a very nice family have to do with being? If you're out in Bethany, if you're out in Woodbridge, I know for a fact you have to have some fucking money. It's not somewhere that fucking places are like $300.
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with money. It had to do with being good people. And I loved going over their house because they had a really cool house. Because for some reason, we don't know why, nobody ever could figure out why. I even asked the parents. You walk upstairs into their upstairs where their bedrooms are. And the mother was showing me around the house, and I'm walking around.
Big house because they're rich bastards.
It was pretty big.
Exactly.
It wasn't as big as I think some of the houses I had seen, Woodbridge. It was a good sized house. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, very beautiful house. But anyways, so she's showing me around this house, and my friend's little brother's running around, and he opens this little, it looked like a barn door almost.
All right.
And when you open that barn door, you can see downstairs into the downstairs level of the house. Come to find out, my friend and his crazy-ass little brother used to jump through there. I said, what are you guys, fucking nuts? He said, no, that was a getaway when I had to get away from my parents. I guess whenever his parents were mad at him, that's what they would do. The boys would all jump through it and I guess get to the next level, jump downstairs, and probably go outside and run and hide or whatever, I guess, if they were in trouble.
In their nice, rich house.
But they were great people.
I'm not saying they're not great, and I'm not saying that some fucking people that, have money aren't fucking great. I'm just saying
Oh, yeah.
that they were rich
That was,
bastards.
remember my friend Doug that I did the shout-out for yesterday? That had passed away from a heart attack?
I don't care how nice these people are and everything. This is a comedy show, and you're not gonna, in any way, shape, or form,
Stop
make
you
me
from
feel
being
fucking
funny, I know.
sorry for fucking people that were fucking rich. Are better off than I was coming from the projects.
Yeah. But anyways, that's just the story. It was just the coolest thing, though. How it had that one door that you could jump from the top level to the bottom level. And the little brother, had no fear. He'd stick his head right through and he'd be looking like this. We're going, you're going to fall one of these days, kid. I looked at the mother. I said, what do you think? That kid's going to fall through that hole. Mother goes, I know. I keep telling him not to. I don't know. So, who knows?
It's just like my buddy Dom, who is, helping people every day as a Navy recruiter in the military.
Hats off to Dom, of course, and all the rest of the military people.
His parents lived in fucking Woodbridge, and they were not fucking poor.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely not.
You can't, they don't.
I've
never, let me put it this way. I've never seen Section 8 in fucking, or HUD or any of them housing in, Woodbridge or Bethany or any of that.
And you won't.
That's what I'm saying. So,
because, let me tell you, I was a very lucky child because I was well off enough that I was able to go to school with kids from Bethany, Woodbridge. So I, grew up, pretty good. So I can't complain, And
we did the best we could to survive, and we were at
your family had to survive off what they could have, or what they could, They
Yeah,
did the best they could.
I mean, because outside of my stepfather, ain't nobody was fucking, well off. That's just the reality in my family. We were just
hard-working people.
Hard-working drunks.
No, hats off to,
No, my family's awesome people. Don't get me wrong. They don't fucking get along half the time. But they like to drink.
They like to drink. It's really funny.
Yeah, that's their thing. That's their thing. Yep. They like to drink and talk shit about each other. But that's what it is.
But it's funny as hell. Like, we got two uncles. And every time these damn two uncles get drunk, they want to fight each other. And I swear to God, one day I'm going to build a damn wrestling rink in the backyard. I'm going to let them go at it. Ding, 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 ding. There you go. Have at it, you two. Hey, it's Sean!
And you're a little fucking late, motherfucker.
It's gone over 3-4 minutes already, so I'm on time.
But you know what? We missed the show this week, so if we could stand a little bit, and fuck it.
Exactly.
But yeah, we were talking about it was raining before. Yeah, it was, we were out in the rain for a little bit, so it was all good.
It's fine, though.
You know, but yeah, just to catch up, we were talking about we did a little thing about, you know, how guys think it would be so cool to, you know, think about, you know, if they could read women's minds because they know what to get them and everything else. And I'm like, you know, I was high one time, you know, high on life, as I'm rolling my eyes. Right?
As
And
Sean
I walked
rolls
in the
his
store,
eyes.
and I knew even though the cashier didn't say the damn word to me, right? I knew what the cashier was thinking. The cashier was thinking, get what the fuck you want and get the fuck out of here. You high motherfucker.
I think I'm about to go the fuck home. Hurry up.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever, like, got high on life and just could actually, like, read what somebody was thinking without them saying it?
I think I have. I believe it was with Tweety. And I think I went and got her one of those coffee things from McDonald's without letting her know that I was getting it. And she was at work. That was her favorite thing. So I said, well, I guess I'll go by there and get her something to drink. Maybe she'll enjoy it. Went by there and got it. Took it to Taco Bell. And she just loved it. It was better than roses in a bear.
Well, there you go.
Then I guess you did read her mind.
Well, hold on.
Come on.
Tweety said hello.
Come on, Tweety.
Hello, everybody
Tweety.
and everyone.
Tweety.
And she wanted to know if somebody's got a cigarette. As everybody heard before.
Well, does anybody have a cigarette for Tweety Bird?
Hold on, I've got a cigarette. Now you've got a cigarette.
Right.
Now we're passing the motherfucking cigarette. All right, so what also we were talking about was about, you know, the difference between guys and women. And the fact of, at the bar, a woman, not all women, but a lot of women will just stop and decide what the fuck they want. Mm-hmm. You know, and think about it. A guy will be like, give me a fucking beer. Yeah. Or give me a shot. That's it. Yeah. So, what's your, what do you think about that?
I mean, we're going to be the way we are anyway because we just boisterous. We don't give a fuck. And I do go in the bars and say, I believe I take a fucking beer. Or a shot of liquor or something. And maybe that chick on the end of the bar.
And I was also talking about how, as guys, we can walk in a video store and most women, not all women, but they'll look at the fucking movie and see who the actors are and everything else. And a guy, we see a pair of titties, all right, we want that movie.
And it turns out to be the dumbest movie in the world. And you're like, oh, damn, I should have read more. Guys don't read. Well, not all guys, but a lot of guys don't read what the movie's about.
Or we'll be so fascinated with that woman on the fucking thing, we'll be like, let's go to the movie in the world. What was it about? I have no fucking clue, but the woman rocked.
I was too busy checking out the titties on it. Hey, hon, what was that movie about you saw? I don't know. It was about some pussy and some titties. That's all I know. And we all know that's true.
It starred Pamela Anderson. What else needs to be said?
And she was naked. That's a typical guy for
Without
you.
Tommy Lee.
Oh, and we were talking about how some guys think with their little head and not their big head.
Oh. That is all the time.
Okay, you have to be a little closer to the mic.
No, I was just saying that is all the time.
And we were also talking about, our time frame while we'd like to be here, at 11 o'clock. Considering fucking work and all the things that go on and, somebody could need a ride or whatever the fuck. You can't always do that, especially when the only source of income you have is the other fucking job, So, why don't you speak on, tough times for a moment so people understand where you're coming from.
Right now, this is pretty tough for me because I'm doing without a job right now, but I hope everything go okay Monday. But when you don't have a car, when you don't have no money, when you just have nothing and just broke, man. A lot of people say you don't have nothing, but you do have life, and that's something. So I cling on to that a lot. And when you don't have, when you lose everything and you got to get it back again, it's hard as fuck. And that's something a lot of people don't want to go through. But a lot of people are going through it in the United States right now.
Yeah, but you know what? A lot of people don't realize is you might think, oh, I'm the poorest son of a bitch in the whole world. No, you're not. Because you know what? You got family. You got friends that love you. You're the richest person in the whole world.
I say for myself, if you don't have nothing else, you got to keep your faith. As long as you have faith, you'll go a long way.
I agree with you on that one. Amen.
I'm not fucking preaching shit. I'm just looking around like, what am I going to say next?
Well, that just fit what she said, and it's true.
I seen the sign today.
What did the sign say?
The sign was really weird. It makes sense now, but at the time it was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And what the sign basically said is a rich man is poor, all they have is their money. And I thought about it for a minute, and I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? How the fuck is a rich man poor?
By just what I said. They don't have anything but money. We've got each other. We've got family.
That's
We're
why
the richest people in the world. I have Ray. I have our beautiful son. And I have my friends here. That we, So I consider myself very rich. Yep. That's right.
bullshit. Show me the fucking money. Yeah, that's my, theory.
Money.
Theory behind it all. I understand the point behind that. I understand the whole sentimental value. Said by a poor person.
There you go. But it is.
With a bunch of poor people.
It is because people will kill over money. People will kill over 50 cents. People will kill over $1, even a penny, because it's just a principle.
Of course people will kill over 50 cents. From the story was that he ratted on some drug dealers that he's not allowed in Connecticut. That's why he was at Mike, he bought Mike Tyson's house, but you never see him there. So, sorry, I had to get my composure back. I don't know the backstory behind it, but I do know from people in Connecticut that was the whole thing about it. I don't know what's true and what's not. I just know about hearsay. So, on that note, oh yeah, what I was going to say is you're right. Money is the root of all evil. But try telling the electric company that as they shut your lights off.
As you're telling them, money's the root of all. Click. There go your fucking lights.
Money won't buy you happiness, but try to survive without any.
But I tell you, I would call up KB and I would tell them, don't y'all know money is the root of all evil? Miss Susan would say, what the hell are you talking about? Are you actually calling KB and saying this shit?
Okay, but I got to give hats off to Mr. Sean Jeezy over here. Or is it Greasy or Cheesy or...
Whatever the fuck y'all calling me.
I call him short shit sometimes.
Yeah, that's what we've always called him. We just always called him
And he
short
used to call
shit.
me Bones because I had no fucking weight on me at all. Now I can be called Gumby, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
Or Baldy, Bald Eagle.
He got married, and that's what happened. He gained a little weight.
Or maybe Harry and the Hendersons because of my fucking beard that's like ZZ Top and shit.
He looks like Harry.
He looks like a white Bin Laden.
I'd prefer Werewolf of London.
Oh!
I said they never found Bin Laden.
I don't come after me. I'm white as fucking Casper. Oh wait, I got to skin.
He bleached his skin like Michael Jackson.
Wow, that was a low.
Yeah, because his family's, Indian and Italian? Something like that, Ray? No, I'm talking about Ray's family. Something like that. I don't know what the hell they are.
My family's
No, we know
all
his.
kinds of fucking heritage.
Yeah. Well, what happened was, I guess Michael Jackson had gotten some sort of skin disease, and he had to do it. So
Well,
whatever it was, rest in peace, Michael.
that's all right. R. Kelly's favorite song is "Just Beat It."
R. Kelly like to piss on people.
I'm surprised you don't like to whack off on people.
Yeah,
That's gonna be his next thing.
from what the stories say that he was also into child pornography. Who knows
Nasty.
what's true and what's not because media is just media.
But still, that's nasty.
I was staring at her tits, but it was the wrong way. So, but I do have to give it hats off because you did get the tire changed today. And you know what he told me during the whole time? It's nice that you're going to stand there and look at me.
And the other part was,
Your fucking car, man.
and Sean never even changed the tire before today, and he did a damn good job.
But you
Hats
need
off
the
to
rides,
him.
man.
Bones, you better shut up over there. I'm going to hit you with this microphone. You keep picking on him.
It's the least you could do. I bought you a battery.
Oh, damn.
Change the fucking tire? I had to change my own damn battery out. He bought it and said, look at it. How you doing?
Hey, it's still with the thought that counts.
Damn, babe. You couldn't give him a day or so? Jeez.
I don't fucking remember. I didn't give a shit. You know, that's what it was. But I could have looked at you and said, you know what? Money's the root of all evil.
So I want my motherfucking money back. That's true. He could have said, hey, the money's the root of all evil. I want my motherfucking money back now.
I could have told you batteries not included.
I'd have turned around and said, well, you don't get a ride tonight.
Then we'd be two walking motherfuckers.
Hell yeah, we would have.
And around here, everything's so far away. I don't think I don't have to walk everywhere.
You ever, like, do, like, a fucking, you know, like, put your ash out and then it ends up on your fucking arm? I remember one time I was driving and I fucking, let out a cigarette. And it came back and I was on the fucking highway and it fucking came back and went in my back. So you can't pull over because you're on the fucking highway. So your back's all fucking burning. You're like, motherfucker, let me over. So, I mean, it just goes crazy. So why don't you tell us a crazy story since you're out here? Now.
I don't have one now.
Yeah, you do. Come on, man.
I haven't had a crazy story ever since I was 22, and I'm 43, so I'm doing pretty good. I haven't had a crazy wait a minute.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do, and I'm gonna tell you about it. It's with Ray Ray. I don't know. I don't know if I told y'all this story, but it's getting ready to be told again. Ray and me had a place. And I don't use proper grammar, so fuck it. So we had a place, and Ray decides to go out and get filthy fucking drunk, man. Yes, you did. But I don't know if it was you that night. But he went out and he went down to the corner store from the house. And he sit there for a minute. He left the house and he sit there for a minute at the store using the payphone. I peeked down the street because I seen which way he left the house. I just peeked my head out down the street. And you could see from my door down the street at the store. And he was parked there for about an hour or two at the damn payphone. I said, what the hell is going on? All of a sudden, I see a police officer pull up in behind him. I said, oh, shit. What the hell he done? All of a sudden, I get a phone call. Did y'all hear me? A phone call from Ray talking about, can you come and get my car? They making me walk home. So I goes down there to get his car. I said, what is going on, man? He said, I came down here to use the phone. I said, why? We have cell phones right up here in the house. But he was drunk as hell that night, man. And it was funny how it happened. If you'd have been there, you'd have died laughing.
Nah, but I was terrible. I used to drink really bad. And oh, fuck it, I'll tell the story. I was drinking one night over the house, and I was smoking a cigarette, and my ass fell asleep. Next thing you know, the couch is fucking on fire.
I remember that. Was it above me at the time?
No, I think it was when I was living with y'all.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was, because Stacy got so pissed off.
Oh, shit. That was a brand new fucking couch, right? No wonder she fucking. I blamed it on somebody else. that motherfucker's not allowed over here.
Sorry. Shit happens.
I knew it was you.
All you had to do was ask me.
I knew it was you. I couldn't get that woman to shut up for 2 weeks about that damn cat. I should have. But I know now. Should have fuck her.
Better not step foot near him.
Oh yeah, why don't you tell the world how crazy of a bitch you were?
She was so fucking crazy, I can put her in the dumpster and leave her there. But no, she was a wild ass woman, man. I mean, I've never seen anybody get so mad from being at work. You working. She gets so fucking mad if somebody came through where we worked at and they ordered, but they was the nicest people in the world. But they get to the window and she just spazzes out on them. I mean, she spazzed out on the bosses. I mean, it was a lot of times that I just wanted to walk away and go home because that's how bad she acted out on people.
And then you couldn't even go home because she was throwing parties.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. All kinds of fucking parties. That's why I blamed it on somebody else that the couch got burnt.
Well, you know what? She wouldn't want to be spazzing out like that on me because I beat the living snot out of her. If I was in that restaurant and I was in that drive-thru and she came spazzing on me talking shit. No, bitch, come here.
Oh, I wasn't
You
no
coming
nicer
right
though.
through that fucking window.
I was not nicer. I mean, I was working.
No, she wasn't nice either. So.
I was working drive-through and somebody came over, wanted some different on their salad or whatever, and they were spazzing on me. So I shut the window at their face, and then I threw their dressing at them.
Damn, what are you trying to do? You trying to imitate Stacy or something? Damn. He tried to be the male version of her.
That's just like I remember.
All right, why don't you tell them?
I remember a time that old Ray here was on front counter. And a guy came through there and he ordered his fish sandwich extra fresh with extra tartar sauce on it. Old Ray here, he put it in there like it was supposed to be on the screen. They made it wrong in the back and didn't cook the shit fresh. The man went off on old Ray. Ray was going over the counter over this man. He said, well, fuck it. You wait right here, and I'm going to go back here and make your damn sandwich. So hold on. It was so much tartar sauce on that sandwich, man. I don't see how dude ate this shit.
He was probably like can't talk to a psycho like a normal human being.
That's right. I was in a grocery store one time, right? And this old man was in there. And he was bitching because these people were doing their job, trying to do what they were supposed to do. And this motherfucking old bastard was complaining. I turned around and said, look here, you fucking nasty old bastard. You really going to come in here complaining when they're trying to do their job? You know what? You don't like it? I said, go the fuck home. Motherfucker didn't like that, but he didn't say a damn word to me. He looked at me and he said, he probably thought to himself, I better say nothing to that bitch. She crazy.
You know, Mike could tell you a story about fucking. I was working over Level Road, and everybody knows I'm a diehard Jags fan. And I was, I always watched every fucking game. I didn't miss a fucking game. So they made me fucking, stay because this fucking fat ass named Chris. Not that Chris, a different Chris. What? Not the drunk bastard Chris who I quit on.
Ray quit on Chris and came right.
That's because he was begging me on the phone. He's like,
Well, that will be the next story. Let's finish your
All
story
right.
first.
So anyway, so you know, Mike decides. Okay, well, I'm going to be nice to Ray, and I'm going to let him listen to the game. It so happened that they were playing the Titans. You know, and I was, you know, mopping, you know, it was like lunchtime, a little afterwards, and I was mopping the dining room, right after lunch. And fucking Vincent Young, the final play, nails on the head of the Jaguar to end the game. You want to talk about a big mess. I kicked that fucking bucket, and there was fucking water all over the fucking dining room. And Mike's like, what the fuck did you do? But you know, that's how much of a fan I am. I get pissed over shit like that, and if I want to go home and somebody tells me I can go home, I want to be home. Way I figured it, if you let me go fucking home, you would have a soaked dining room, now would you?
You was going home that day you quit. This is what I can't believe. Okay, this is what I can't believe and can't understand. If you quit a job you're not coming back, are you? Well, Ray did. He quit. He said, I quit this damn place. He said, I ain't never coming back. But in about 30 minutes, Ray came back, and he was right there on the same position.
Well, because Chris is calling me up. He's like, well, you can't leave me short-handed, man. You can't leave me short-handed. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to be like this. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm almost home. All right, I guess I'll fucking turn around.
Man, it was the funniest days working at Level Road, man. We didn't get no but about 3 people the whole time we was there. 3 orders the whole time we was there. But they made us stay open the full time. Everybody said, well, shit, we might as well get drunk.
So did you guys get drunk?
Of course we did.
No.
Damn.
The funniest part is when I used to work for Finish Line out in Oak Ridge. And I got high. Every time I got high, I quit. I'd be back in a minute, and I'd be like, you know what? I don't feel like doing this no more. I'm out of here. It got so bad that Ray, the boss that, you know, was owning there, who used to always tell me, you know, he heard my accent. Every time I spoke to him, he's like, Ray, why are you fucking speaking Cherokee to me? Right? He'd be like, don't give him anything. He'll quit on us. Then I'm going to have to call his dumb ass to come back to work. After he intentionally will shut off his phone. All right. All right, well, you can...
This is Tweety. I was just saying good night to everyone. I was leaving.
Yeah, she's not feeling well tonight. She'll join us tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely.
Bye-bye. Tweet.
I thought I saw a booty tat. I did see a booty tat. Them are glove socks.
Ow.
It was funny though. Oh, them glove socks are comfortable though.
Have you had your fried fingers lately?
Ew.
They were finger looking good.
Ew.
So have you ever got, you know, under the weather before and just quit just because you got tired of the job at that day?
Well, I wanted to play Xbox. I had just got a new game. And the job I had was pretty good, but I didn't like the people. So I quit and went home and played Xbox for the rest of the day.
I'll tell you a little story here. I was working for this company. They kept on doing me wrong. So the manager was just a straight up bitch. So I, quit. I was not coming back. I just quit. And I mean, the person could call me and, tell me to come back to work, and I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't coming back. You do somebody that wrong, like, for instance, this job would take away your fucking breaks. They would, even though it's against the law to take away fucking breaks, because they're busy, they take away your breaks. They'd be like, nobody on the floor can have a break. What do you mean we can't have a break? The law says we can have a break, but we can't have a break because you don't feel we need one? Fuck you. But, anyway, I got so pissed. I left on my voicemail, if this is the company, you pissed me off and I'm not fucking coming back. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, damn.
No, that was after the night that they fucking tried to write me up for not staying at a fucking hotel. Remember that?
Yep.
That's what pissed me off.
They were fucking assholes, those people.
There was a fucking hurricane. They wanted me to stay at a fucking hotel with the
With
fucking young kid. And I'm like, no, fuck that. And the highway said, emergency only. I drove my car on the fucking highway because I'm that nuts. Because I felt, well, it's an emergency. I need to get the fuck home. So. Anyway, why is fucking people being quiet?
I don't know. I'm letting you guys talk. You guys were telling stories, so I was just sitting there listening.
So anyway, free agency started the other day, and the Jags have got a bunch of Seattle Seahawks. We are now the fucking Seattle Jaguars.
And Denver has a bunch of, I'm not going to say, the teal people.
Jaguars?
No. Yeah.
Who?
DeMarcus Ware.
That's Cowboys.
No. He went to Denver Broncos.
But he was from the Cowboys.
But DeMarcus Ware. Okay, I understand. And another one that came from, I done forgot his name. And I done forgot the team he came from. But they said it on the news the other day that we got DeMarcus Ware and another player that's real good.
And fucking the Patriots keep on getting fucking richer.
Don't they, though?
They just fucking signed Revis.
Wow.
So now they got fucking Revis. Well, I mean, it's a 1-year deal, and he might be done after his ACL.
Mm-hmm.
But if he comes back to form, they just got a really fucking good player.
Wow.
And we keep on getting fucking Seahawks. We got Red Bryant, Chris Clemens, and then we got the guy from Minnesota, Tony Gerhardt or whatever his name is.
So who's going to be y'all's quarterback this year?
If it's Chad Henne, somebody shoot me.
Y'all have to get
Because we traded Blaine Gabbert for a draft pick.
So is Michael Vick out the window?
We have like Chad Henne. That's who we have for quarterbacks right now.
Man, that fucking sucks.
That's who I mean. So you have to think that we're going to go in the draft and we're going to go grab a quarterback.
I'm pretty sure they should. I mean, Chad Henne is not going to do it.
So, I mean, because they're beefing up the line and they're beefing up the defenders, even though it would be nice to have Clowney, I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
I think the best bet would be Aaron Murray, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. So I'm probably thinking that we're going to go after Johnny Football or, dare I say it, fucking Bridgewater. And neither of them are.
Oh, Michael Vick. Tim Tebow is going to the Jaguars. Ain't that a bit?
Yeah, you motherfucker. Tim Tebow is not stepping foot in Jacksonville. I'd rather have Johnny Football. Fucking Tim Tebow. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was a hell of a college player, but he was on a stacked line, and Percy Harvin fucking helped him out tremendously.
Tell me about it. He beat Tennessee a lot of times, so...
It was all Percy Harvin if you think about it. Because
Yeah.
he was not only the running back, he was also the fucking wide receiver.
Yeah. Percy Harvin is a beast.
So, you know, and that's why he's on Seattle.
Yep.
The Super
Yep.
Bowl champion.
Yep. But they're besting up their team, though.
So, it is what it is. Well, I mean, after you win the Super Bowl, you really can't keep players because everybody wants more money.
I think the Patriots did for 2 years in a row.
I don't fucking know.
That's why they went. But they lost.
Well, I mean, you got somebody really fucking good. Denver got somebody really good.
I believe DeMarcus Ware is going to do us a lot of good.
Yeah, DeMarcus Ware. I don't know, just an all-pro guy, that's all.
Yeah, he's a beast. I mean, like I said, if we get the fear out of Peyton Manning, when it comes to good teams and good defenses that talk shit to him on the line, then we'll be all right. He just need a little psychiatrical help or something, you know, because he done it in college. When it came to Florida, when it came to Alabama, he got this chicken shit in him for a minute. If we can get that out of him, Peyton Manning be an awesome quarterback.
Well, I'm going to be pissed if Blaine Gabbert ends up the next fucking Brett Favre.
Man, that's what everybody is talking about, man. If you only look, why did the Jazz get rid of Blaine Gabbert?
Well, because San Francisco called them up for a trade. And the first time they thought it was a crank call, so they hung up on him.
If only they would think about it, Blaine Gabbert just need wide receivers to throw to.
As you've seen, he had garbage to throw to.
Yeah.
Also, as you can see, that they don't have any of the same fucking linemen they did before because they were absolutely fucking pathetic.
Yes. I mean, people need to start listening to people that come on the radio station because we actually look at football games. We look at NFL every now and then. I do anyway, but I'm a diligent college fan. I'm sorry, that's just me.
I watch every Jags game or listen to every Jags game or something to do with the Jags. I see every fucking one of them. I don't miss one, and I know Blaine inside and out, and I know when he had time to throw it, he would get the shit done.
Yes.
Chad is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You never know what the fuck you're going to get with him.
Right. This year it's going to be another Auburn. So Tennessee better beef up their shit, man, and get back on the map because we getting wiped out, man. It's not, our schedule is not hard, and it's not that hard. I put it like that.
Well, I mean, yeah, but your team is like, like becoming like UConn now.
Right.
Because UConn forever just had the great, basketball team, and then their football team just fucking sucked ass.
Right.
Now their football team's starting to come on, and they're getting a lot of players drafted in the fucking NFL and shit.
Uh-huh.
And their basketball team sucks.
Yeah. But no, we don't. We still ain't out of the race, so in basketball, we can still go to
I
the SEC.
I thought one of them won the fucking championship this year or something.
No, our baseball team, softball team is awesome. Our baseball and softball are, I think they're still number one this week, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, we just got to shape up our game, Tennessee. We got a good coach in there now.
So. All right, so I don't want to leave Christy D hanging over here, so she's going to talk about some kind of story as of right now.
I don't really have any more stories. I told pretty much all my stories.
Dun 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 dun.
I don't have any stories.
Dun 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 dun.
Really don't have any more to this time.
All right, well, she ain't got no fucking stories then. What the fuck?
I don't know why. I just don't have any. I can't think of any right now, at least.
Well, I figured that you wanted to say something because you were, like, quiet for, like, the longest
No, I was
time.
just listening to you guys talking about football and stuff.
Well, of course, because we talk about everything on the show. I mean, we like
Exactly.
to, indulge into different shit.
We definitely like to indulge into different topics and,
All right. Well, you got anything else, Mr. Sean Jeezy?
I don't have nothing at this time. I've been rambling here lately, so
You ain't rambling, man. We're talking football. Fuck it. You can ramble in football. That's good.
but
Oh yeah. This is what I wanted to say.
yeah.
Willow is fucking amazing,
Why you say that?
which is Jeff Hardy's fucking alter ego.
Why you say that?
Because he came out today, and you fucking missed it. He
Oh,
came
man.
out. He all of a sudden is like a good guy / bad guy.
Wow.
Because he's like the Vengeance character right now.
Sweet.
And what happened was Little Spud, Rockstar Spud, I'm sure you can't stand him.
Yeah.
He screwed Jeff Hardy and threw him down a ladder.
Really?
So what Willow did, MVP put him in a match with Willow.
Mm-hmm.
Willow took his fucking umbrella, had him like leaned upside down on the fucking in the ropes,
Right.
hit him in the fucking balls with the umbrella. Then the referee tried to stop it,
Mm-hmm.
so he gave his patented move to the referee.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So the referee's knocked out. Then he grabs a chair and a ladder, puts the dude's fucking foot right in the chair, and it keeps stomping on his foot.
Wow.
Then he jumps on top of the ladder and gives him a fucking splash from the top of the ladder with his fucking foot still in the fucking chair.
Sure. Good.
He probably shattered the dude's ankle.
Yeah, I'm glad he did, but I'm glad he did because that little bastard been involved in a lot of shit, like beating up Bully tonight on the show. I hated that, man. They gang Bully. Did he get them all back?
Yeah, he beat the shit out of every last one of them.
That's what they
and then
did.
smashed Rude right through a fucking table.
Fuck yeah.
That's because Dixie did nothing but cheat the whole time, her and them little motherfuckers. So I'm glad Spud got the shit kicked out of him. Because I swear to God, if somebody didn't kick the shit out of Spud, I was going to go on the show and kick the shit out of him myself. I couldn't stand that little prick. And I'm glad he got his knee. I hope his whole leg is shattered. I hope he can't walk, that little bastard. He deserves it.
And I know they say don't pick on little people, but this fucking person had no fucking right to fucking knock over a ladder.
That motherfucker is almost my size. Bring him on.
Wow.
I beat this shit
But
out
I
of him.
love the new character. I really do. I really love the new fucking Jeff Hardy character. Willow. The way he goes,
Yeah, he looks awesome, man, with that mask on, so that's a good idea there.
and when he runs around the ring, he staggers. I love it.
I'm going to have to look at the replay on it.
He fucking staggers around the fucking ring like he's drunk.
Oh, man.
So I mean, it's phenomenal. But the reason I wanted to bring that up is because don't you feel sometimes when people fucking do you wrong that you just want to fucking get even with them and be like, what they did to you, if they fucked you over, turn around and be like, all right, fuck you now.
Hell yeah, man. There's quite a few people that I know that's like that, you know what I mean? And the main ones I couldn't stand is the ones that go in behind your back and talk shit. You know what I mean? I can't stand people like that. And that, yeah, I would. I felt like just beating the shit out of them.
So, and that's Mr. Jeezy's verdict.
Yeah, I don't like people that go behind people's back and talk shit. You got something to say, have the balls to say it to their face.
Yeah, exactly. It
Act like a woman or act like a man and go to them and tell them, hey, I'm pissed at you. This is why.
Well, I normally, you know how I am. I'll tell you if I have an issue with you. I'll tell you.
Hell yeah.
I don't fucking hold back. I don't fucking, way I fucking. But I just thought that was cool how he did that. how he just like, okay, yeah, you fucking fucked me over, so I'm coming back as this evil motherfucker, and I'm gonna do it back to you.
Hell yeah, he deserved that shit.
And he had to, because he probably had no intention to win the fucking match. He just was gonna do it like that, and he wanted to inflict pain. You think he what?
I think he snapped. That's what I honestly think. I think he got tired of all the bullshit and tired of getting picked on because that little evil motherfucker and that douchebag. I can't stand Dixie Carter, and I'm glad you got those. You lost you lost the TNA. Ha ha, bitch. That's what you get. 'Cause I can't stand you, Dixie, because you a washed up bitch wannabe. Anyways, but you know what? He probably got tired of everybody, of Dixie Carter and all them little asshole people she got working for her. Dixie's little dick suckers, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. Pussy suckers, whatever the fuck you want to call them people. Anyways, he got tired of it, and I think he just snapped. And I think that's where that character Willow came from. He finally just snapped. I don't blame the man. I'm glad he kicked the shit out of that little bastard.
I like that character. It's a mean, aggressive Jeff Hardy. It's awesome.
Yeah, I like him too.
No, I love Jeff Hardy's character, definitely. I was talking about Dixie's little, whatever you want to call them.
Well, I mean, they're all getting it because Ethan Carter III's now got to fight Bobby Lashley, who was just reinstated.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
That's going to be a good match.
That's what MVP goes. He's like, well, my first thing as, running, TNA now, head of wrestling operations, is that I've signed Bobby Lashley.
Hell yeah.
He's going to fucking... And then Ethan Carter's like, well, I'm going to ruin him like I ruined...
No, I believe he's going to get kicked in the dick this time because... Once you put that move that Ethan uses, you can actually kick him off your legs. So I believe he's gonna get it this time.
Well, he was talking about fucking Kurt Angle, right? How he was gonna, he said, "Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna break your leg like I did Kurt Angle." All of a sudden, fucking Bully Ray fucking knocks him out.
Well, he deserved it for trying to gang on Billy Ray, man. Bully Ray, I meant.
So, just in life, sometimes we just feel that it would be cool if we could get vengeance on fucking people that did fucking this wrong.
Fuck yeah.
Because I understand where fucking Jeff Hardy was coming at with the referee. It just so seems that the referee only wants to get the fucking people that are fucking good and trying to, do the right thing.
Yeah.
But because they used the weapon, let me get involved. So he's like, no, you know what? Fuck you too.
Yeah, that's right.
You're not, going to root for the bad guy
Right.
when he was in the wrong. So. Other than that, we're doing a little recap of what things we've seen. People haven't seen Killer Karaoke. That's an awesome show.
Oh yeah, it's nice. I like that.
There's nothing like fucking people trying to sing and then people putting them through obstacles and all kinds of shit while they're trying to sing.
That's pretty cool, though. I like the one with the cactus. They put a balloon suit on the lady, and she has to continue singing while going through an obstacle course of cactus with balloons on. That's pretty cool. I like that.
And then the other one was getting shocked.
Yeah. It's a nice show.
Yeah, it's something different.
And then you face your fears at the end, so it could be snakes, spiders, or anything like that.
Yeah, that was just on one, and they do different things.
Different
ones.
things, yeah.
So. And we're gonna end this show with the last 9 minutes. We're gonna talk a little about Lizard Lick. Well, what do you think? How the show is going and everything, Miss Chrissy D?
I think the show's getting really good. Of course, I wasn't too happy tonight
Why not?
when my boy Bobby got knocked out. I swear to God, if I was on that show, I want to knock that motherfucker right out. They went to go repossess a car. It started out that he went to go repossess a car, and he was there repossessing it, and as he was repossessing the car, the guy decided to take off with the car. And Bobby's hanging on to the car. And as he's hanging on to the car, what happens? He falls off and gets hurt. I swear I want to get in that TV and just smack the shit out of that guy.
Because she's got such a crush on Bobby.
Oh, yeah. Bobby, you are hunkalicious. You are sexy. Oh, yeah. I ain't afraid to admit it.
She thinks Bobby's tractor sexy.
Oh, hell yeah, baby.
It really turns her on.
Hell yeah. Bobby Brantley, you are definitely the bread to my butter.
Yeah, I just hope he don't fucking take that fucking deal and fucking screw over Ronnie.
Yeah, I hope he don't do it again either. I remember the last time he did it, and it kind of backfired in his face. So don't take the fucking deal, Bobby.
No deal.
No deal.
Like they say in Deal or Deal. No fucking deal.
No deal.
Yeah, I mean, what good's having a franchise if you're gonna fuck over your friends?
Yeah. That's bullshit.
You know, it's just cutthroat. All they want is the contacts. So once they get the contacts, they fire fucking Bobby, and then he fucks over. You can tell.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't let greed get over, what you're doing.
Right.
But I will say the father needs to, back off a little bit. They can't help that they had to go find a fucking car, and then when they fucking found it, somebody took off and deaded the fucking car. That's not their fault.
No, it's not.
When he needs to fucking... He can't just put his foot in. Well, I mean, he can just put his foot in. But he needs to realize how much of an asset Bobby is.
Well, you got to understand, too, when you go and pick up these cars, hell, you never know what's going to happen. So if the owner jump in the car and take off in it and wrecks the car, that shouldn't be your fault because it wasn't on your record.
But the problem was, the car was on Lizard Lick property, and it was supposed to be sitting behind a gate. But unfortunately, somebody forgot to lock the gate. Juicy. So, Juicy's boyfriend went in and stole the car. Somehow the car used to be his or something, to that crazy story. And so he stole the car and then sold it. So they went to go get it back from the guy that they sold it to, that this guy had sold it to. So.
Well, I didn't know that part. I just seen like what happened tonight on it. But that's what I'm saying as far as going out to pick up these cars. If the owner get in them and take off in them, it shouldn't be the tower's responsibility to take, because the owner jumped in it and took off and wrecked it,
Exactly. I mean, you know what? The way I look at it was, Blizzard Lick had it behind their gates. They can't help somebody got in there and stole it.
Being the person that I am and the asshole that I am, if I paid all this money on a car and then shit happened in life and I can't afford to keep the car, my ass is flying that car off a fucking bridge into the fucking water. You ain't getting shit out of that car.
Yeah, exactly.
I just put so much fucking money into that. You ain't reaping shit.
Make sure you got full coverage insurance.
Exactly. And just report it stolen.
It wasn't my liability. It's the bank's.
But you know what, though? I mean,
Right.
That's
You
why
know,
we're the
Pops,
bad
Pop-
boys and bad girls of comedy.
Pops, you need to lay off of Ronnie and Bobby, because they're good guys and they're hella good workers. And you better leave my boy Bobby alone, because that's my little sweetheart.
I don't know about sweetheart, but he's a cool dude. He can fight his ass off. So I seen that also tonight. Both of them got into a little fight on the property there, and it was like 3 or 4 other guys that pulled up and behind. Ain't that Ronnie, that's married to the girl?
Yeah, Ronnie.
Yeah, him. It was Ronnie and Bobby standing outside because he was in the truck looking for his wedding ring. And they looked up behind them, you know, it was like 3 or 4 guys that was pulling up. And I seen that Ronnie handled his own this time. He beat the shit out of old boy. So
And that's weird because normally Ronnie
He
sits
does.
in the fucking
Yeah,
truck.
yeah.
Hey, Bobby, go ahead. Nobody like work.
My Bobby, yeah, he does too. My Bobby handles his shit. His sexy ass self.
And then fucking Amy, she's fucking,
Amy's awesome.
she's crazy.
Amy's my hero because Amy could kick the shit out of any guy.
I mean, in a good way, she's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure if she heard this, she'd know he meant in
So.
a good way.
Yeah, but we're gonna bring back from time to time if we watch a cool show, we're gonna you know talk about it and everything because I think that was a missing vital piece of our show and what we do.
Right.
And it might be get somebody interested in watching a new show. You never know.
Never know.
But we got about a minute here, a minute and a half. I see that we went 2 hours, but we didn't have a show the other day, so we're making up for it. I'm doing a 2-for-1 special that nobody wanted to hear the first one, but we're going to give them 2.
Shit, yeah.
And the first hour, they're like, okay, this is boring. The second hour, they're like, wait a second. They livened up. They went from preaching to fucking just being flat out funny again. With their stories. Nothing but some stories. But anyway, do you have any last words? Last words.
No, I'm pretty much out of words right now.
Any last words, Chrissy?
No, nothing from me.
I got a word.
I know exactly what he's going to say.
Here's the word.
Too.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. I said the bird,
I
bird, bird.
knew he was
Bird is
gonna
the
say
word.
that. I knew
Everybody
it.
wants to talk about the word. Well, it's the fucking bird. Now tell it to shut the fuck up.
I don't know.
All right, so we're done.
Thank you for coming out and listening. Have a great night.
God bless.
And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, yeah, join us tomorrow night, where it's the last night of the week. So it should be fun.
Goodbye.